Hi, I'm Pfeffer-Hahn. This video is on one of the most critical aspects of personal finance, your emergency fund. Unexpected expenses and financial setbacks can arise at any moment to anyone. So having a solid emergency fund is not just advisable, it really is essential. In this video, I'm going to explain the fundamental principles of building and maintaining an emergency fund, empowering you to plan for financial uncertainty with confidence. So listen for key strategies, practical tips, and invaluable insight to help you establish a financial safety net that will stand the test of time. By the end of this video, you should be able to answer the last 3 key questions, so stick around. So first thing you have to do is set clear goals, and that way you can define the purpose of your emergency fund. You should be aiming to save enough to cover at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, not your monthly expenses that you pay each month. This means you're going to save the cost of what you actually have to spend in a month. That would include food, your mortgage or rent, basic utilities, transportation costs, and any monthly debt repayment that you have to pay. It does not cover any additional spending like other kinds of savings that you do each month or eating out. This is meant to be a safety net that's going to provide you financial stability during unexpected circumstances such as a job loss or a medical emergency or some huge car repair. Now you need to start small and think big. Once you calculate how much you're going to need for the 3 to 6 months, you can begin saving by setting achievable savings goals. Saving a small amount regularly can gradually build up your emergency fund over time. By keeping your goal in mind, you can start by defining an attainable savings target and then increase it as your financial situation improves. If you automate your savings, you can take advantage of your bank's automated savings plan. This way, you can set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency fund. And you can do this by contacting your bank and choosing a dollar amount that they would move over on a certain day. This ensures consistency and discipline in saving without the temptation to spend the money other places because you're having to move it yourself. Here, you're going to have to choose the right account. It makes sense to keep your emergency fund separate from your regular checking account, because keeping it out of sight, out of mind, so that you don't look at it and think, I have this money to spend, it's an easy way to avoid that temptation by kind of putting aside the account as it grows. You'll also have the luxury of choosing a high-yield savings account or a money market account, and that's going to offer competitive interest rates and easy access to your funds when needed. Hopefully you won't need them, but the reason is that it's truly an emergency fund, and you can afford for it to be in an account making more money. As an example, you're going to earn money and more interest and still be able to withdraw as needed, because usually these kinds of accounts also come with a limit on your spending from them. And it might be a maximum of 6 withdrawals per month. Again, we're talking about an emergency, so it should be enough to be able to transfer during that time of an emergency. I have a whole video on the differences between money market and high yield savings accounts, so check it out after this one. You're going to want to reassess your emergency fund needs periodically. As you continue to make money, the amount that you're going to need to have on hand in an emergency will also continue to grow, because changes in your income, expenses, or even life circumstances may necessitate adjusting your savings goals. So stay flexible and adapt your financial planning accordingly. Avoid temptation and resist the urge to dip into your emergency fund for non-urgent expenses. One way to do this is to keep any debit card for this account somewhere safe in your home, not with you, so that the funds are not available for you to spend. The best way to manage this is by creating a budget to manage your day-to-day finances and by allocating funds for your discretionary spending that is separate from your emergency savings. I've created a budget planner for just this reason, and you can find the link for this book in the show notes below. Don't forget to celebrate the milestones of your success when you actually fund your emergency savings. Whether you've reached your initial savings goal or achieved a different target, acknowledge your progress and stay motivated to continue to build your financial resilience. The bottom line is, you're never going to regret having money when you find yourself in an emergency situation. And if you're lucky enough to never need that fund, you'll have more money in retirement available to you. Remember, you're going to want to establish and maintain an emergency fund because it's a vital component of your financial wellness, and by prioritizing savings and planning for the unexpected. Now, here are your 3 questions. Should you keep your emergency fund money in your regular savings account? Do you need to have 3 to 6 months of your monthly expenses saved? And once you've saved the 3 to 6 months, do you ever have to think about it again? Thanks for watching Finances and an Emergency Savings. I'm Kathy, and I'm grateful to be a part of your financial journey. Please let me know the topics that you'd like covered in the comments, and if you've already subscribed, thank you. But if you're new here, please subscribe and click on the alert button so that you know each time one of the new videos comes out. And that way you can improve the way that you think about your relationship with money.